Climate change is a big part of the greenhouse effect because the greenhouse effect is trapping of the sun's warmth in a planet's lower atmosphere due to the greater transparency of the atmosphere to visible radiation from the sun than to the infrared radiation emitted from the planet's surface.
Greenhouse effect affecting us. Well, because scientists attribute the global warming, the trend observed since the mid-20th century, to the human expansion of the greenhouse effect, the warming that results when the atmosphere traps heat radiating from Earth towards space.
One of the gases is called carbon dioxide, CO2, a minor but very important component of the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide is released through natural process such as respiration and volcano eruptions and through human activities. Which brings us to our topic, carbon capture.
Capture involves trapping the carbon dioxide at its emission source, transporting it to a storage location, typically underground, and isolating it.
Extra carbon needs to go somewhere. So far, land plants in the ocean have taken up about 55% of the extra carbon that people have put into the atmosphere, while about 45% have stayed in the atmosphere. Eventually, the land and oceans will take up most of the extra carbon dioxide, but as much as 20% may remain in the atmosphere for many thousands of years. That's where carbon capture comes in.
All the extra carbon that is going up into the atmosphere, we can put it on the streets, sidewalks instead of cement. The carbon capture will get extra carbon and store it underground instead of going up into the atmosphere.
According to powertechnology.com, the carbon capture is worth $69 through $103.
Sectors, commercial and residential, has a solution for the South Bay, this being calcium carbonate, carbon capture. This would be implemented into streets, sidewalks, and practically anything made of cement, as when it's in large quantities, the more carbon dioxide would be absorbed.
Do you think this solution is realistic to the South Bay?
Yes, I do, because it absorbs more carbon dioxide.
What are your thoughts on this solution?
I think it would be a very effective measurement placed in the South Bay due to the fact that it could absorb more, just overall more bodies within the air, and then that way it could reduce any transmission of CO2.
Do you think the solution can impact global warming or climate change?
Yes, if it is used effectively, not only throughout the South Bay, but surrounding cities and countries.
Do you think this solution is realistic to the South Bay?
Yes, because there's a lot of streets that have a lot of concrete, and carbon dioxide helps that.
Okay. What are your thoughts on this solution?
I think it's going to be really effective because by helping get these gases, it'll also help with the greenhouse gas emission, which is going to lower the greenhouse effect.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think the solutions can impact global warming and climate change?
I personally do not believe in climate change, so
Awkward.
I think it might affect it, but it's up to Mr. Chuck to decide that.
Okay.
For the South Bay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if the community, because it's probably expensive to redo the roads, if it's something that's important to the South Bay, I think people appreciate nature and being really close to the ocean. So if people are willing to pay more money for taxes or whatever to rebuild the roads, I think it could be a good solution.
What are your thoughts on the solution?
I'm curious. I have more questions on what exactly, how much. So how much are the effects going to change? What is the outcome? How much is it really going to change the CO2 production?
Yeah.
And then also, what would the costs be? So, is the cost outweigh the benefit, right? So is it going to be worthwhile?
Do you think the solution can affect global warming and climate change?
I mean, obviously we are dealing with really serious global warming issues. I don't think anyone can deny that, although some crazy people might. So I think we need to do everything we can. It just really depends on if people are willing to make it a priority.
Thank you. Think this solution is realistic to the South Bay?
No.
Why?
For the fact that like
We're gonna have to bleep that, Brooke. Someone's doing the running test. Oh shit.
Doors are closed, that's why you can't enter.
I'm uncomfortable.
I hope you are. We can ask that kid. Oh my god, I know him. He's in my history class.
Kid.
Taken up about 55% of extra carbon people have put. What?
Okay. Oh my, just get one going.
No, it looks as bad.
I'll cut it out.
Okay. But you cement?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stuff in there.
Practically anything made of cement, as if it's enlarged.
Oh my god, are you